Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Madayaw, ugmayong adlaw kaninyong tanan. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. The Office of the Vice President would like to express our deepest gratitude to all the lawyers, doctors, and other professionals who are helping the personnel affected by the ongoing crisis in the office. The legal documents are now with the lawyers, and the patients are under the expert care of healthcare personnel. All these back office support shall allow me and other personnel to focus on the OVP Thanksgiving, year-end activities, office utilization review, and the calendar year 2025 planning. We assure the Filipino people that even in times of crisis and without resources, we shall stand tall, strong, and resilient in our service to the Filipino people. We will not break. Syukran. Madayaw, umayong adlaw kaninyong tanan. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ang pagbabalik tanaw natin sa kagitingan ni Andres Bonifacio ay isang pagkakataon para pagnilayan natin ang ating kalagayan at ang ating kinabukasan bilang malayang bansa. Mahalaga na ang pagdiriwang natin sa kadakilaan ni Andres Bonifacio ay magbukas ng ating kamalayan sa kalagayan ng ating bansa. Katulad na lang ng kahirapan, gutom, kawalan ng trabaho at kawalan ng mga pangunahing serbisyo para sa napakaraming mga Pilipino. Ito rin ang isa sa mga nagbigay sa atin ng inspirasyon para magsumikap at maging tapat at tunay na mamamayang Pilipino. Tiyakin sana lagi natin na manatiling buhay ang diwa ni Bonifacio sa ating mga puso. Ipalaganap natin ang mensahe ng kanyang kabayanihan sa isa't isa at sana ay maging apoy itong mag-alab para tayo ay maging mas matatag, matapang at naninindigan. Mga kababayan, ang pamana ni Bonifacio sa atin ay ang ating kalayaan. Alagaan natin ito, ipaglaban natin ito. Patunayan natin na bilang mga Pilipino ay maisog tayo. Ang lahat ay para sa Diyos, sa bayan at sa bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Syukran.
Kasunod ng mga reklamong direct assault, disobedience at grave coercion, kinumpirma ng Philippine National Police na balak pa nilang dagdagan ang mga isasampang kasong administratibo at kriminal laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte at sa kanyang mga staff. Kaugnay ito ng pagtulak at pagtaboy nila sa mga rumesponding pulis sa paglilipat kay Atty. Zuleika Lopez sa Veterans Memorial Medical Center noong nakaraang linggo.
Ang CIDG po ay patuloy pong nag-iimbestiga at kumakalap po ng mga ebidensya to support other possible cases that would be filed against those responsible.
Una nang sinabi ni VP Sara na panggigipit lang ang lahat ng pag-atake sa kanya ng Administrasyong Marcos.
Yung pananakit at pagmumura sa ating mga pulis, hindi natin po pwedeng palagpasin ang ginawang aksyon po ng ating pangalawang Pangulo.
Ayon pa sa PNP, lisensyadong gun owner si VP Sara. Pero dahil sa patong-patong na reklamong kinakaharap niya, pinag-aaralan na rin kung dapat na siyang alisan ng License to Own and Possess Firearms o LTAP. Bukod sa PNP, may nakabinbinding sabina si VP Sara sa NBI. Kaugnay naman ito ng death threat niya kina Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, First Lady Liza at House Speaker Martin Romualdez. Hindi niya sinipot ang unang sabina noong Biyernes at nanghingi pa siya ng advance questions. Pero hindi raw ito pagbibigyan ng NBI. Inurong na sa December 11 ang sunod na pagdinig ng NBI kaugnay sa kaso ng bise. Kapag hindi pa rin daw siya sumipot o kahit ang abogado niya, idediretso na ang kaso sa DOJ. Nagbabalita mula sa Frontline.
Alam ko po matagal tayo naghihintay, pasensya na po. Pero sa ngayon po, ang status ay hinihintay natin ang ating Secretary General para po i-receive yung impeachment complaint na ating po mga private complainants, mga citizens at civil society leaders na narito ngayon. Para po ipakilala yung mga complainants, sinatawagan ko po si Senator Laila de Lima. Okay. Ito pong complaint for impeachment ay pinirmahan ng 17 complainants. Ang mga galing sa civil society organizations, galing din sa religious sector, galing din sa ibang grupo. But they are filing, all of these signatories, 17 signatories, are filing this in their personal capacity, even if they are members of various groups or of various party lists, etc. So, ito po, 17 po sila. Ang mga nag-file po ay sila former Secretary Ging Delis, former Secretary Ging Delis, Father Flaviano Villanueva, SVD, Gary Alejano of the Magdalo, and Alice Murphy as the Urban Board Group, Francis Aquino D, that's Kiko D, Mr. Eugene Louis Gonzalez, Doc Silvia Estrada Claudio, Lea Lopez Navarro, Rowena Amon, Mr. Randy Francisco de los Santos, that's the uncle of Kian de los Santos, a victim of the EJK, Miss Filomena Cinco, Mr. Chidoro Teddy Lopez, Sister Susan Santos Esmile SFIC, Mary Grace de Guzman, Sister Mary Grace de Guzman, Father Robert Reyes, Miss Maria Yvonne Cristina Jereza. So those are supposed to be 17 signatories. Bang grounds for impeachment. On grounds po ng impeachment, bale 5 po. It was actually condensed into 4 grounds as indicated in the articles of impeachment, pero 5 po sila. So out of the 6 grounds for impeachment laid down in the Constitution, 5 po yung grounds. Culpable violation of the Constitution, graft and corruption, bribery, betrayal of public trust, and other high crimes. So ang wala lang na ground for impeachment is treason. So majority of the grounds are present. And there are a total of 24 articles of impeachment as discussed in the 33 page complaint. So among the articles po are the misuse, the failure to account, the intel and confidential funds of both the Office of the Vice President and also of the Department of Education. And nandiyan din po yung grounds like yung kanyang mga threats, yung kanyang mga rants during the press con in October 18 and the second one in November 2024. Because these are very unbecoming and these are actually betrayal of public trust because these are also high crimes. Yung kanyang mga threats doon sa latest na mga rant niya o kanyang mga meltdown. Meron din as an article about her involvement also in the extrajudicial killings during her term as mayor of Davao City. There are other grounds. Let me just so that I can be very sure of this. I'll just read from the complaint. This included No, I did not sign as a complainant. I'm supporting this move, and at the same time, I was designated by the group as a spokesperson. But there are actually two signatories who are part of the ML or Mamamayang Liberal. In the same manner that there is a signatory part of Magdalo and a signatory part of Akbayan, and the endorser is Congressman Percy of Akbayan. This on your information, where is the Secretary General of Pollution pa, nare-receive na yun of Office of the General. Opo, yun po ang ano namin. Pinapahintay nga po kami. Kasi I think he's attending to another official duty of his. So his staff told us to just wait for him. So this will definitely be filed today. And then, you know that another article is the respondent left DepEd with nearly 7 billion pesos in unliquidated cash advances. Isa po yun sa mga articles. And then there's the rigged bidding of laptops and other electronic devices during respondent's time as DepEd secretary. And then they were also respondent and members of her family engaged also in bribery and or in the unexplained receipt of hundreds of millions of funds from known drug personalities. And then we also cited, the complainants also cited as among the articles of impeachment, the respondents' acts of cuddling, defending, and otherwise acting as an enabler of Pastor Apollo Kibuloy. So we will be filing this, and it's good that the section is here already. How do you feel that? Because the president or Bongbong Marcos sent the message. Alam niyo, alam niyo, may isang tanong. Wait lang, how do you feel po na, the president has already spoken and he said to the congressman, the house leaders na, huwag na natin pag-uungan na sa impeachment? How do you feel po? Under the Constitution, a citizen can actually file an impeachment with a member of the House of Representatives as an endorser. Okay? Hindi namin tinitingnan yung mga ganyan because ayaw nga namin yan na maging, ma-perceive kami as favoring any of the political protagonists now. Diba? Talagang decision po ito ng mga individual na mga nag-file coming from various groups. Ayaw namin kumumpas o sumama sa kung anuman na mga moves nila, yung mga nasa gobyerno ngayon, including the president. We cannot be affected by the desire to really make the vice president accountable because that is in fact recognized by the Constitution. Kailangan mangibabaw ang batas, mangibabaw ang saligang batas. Ang akbayan po ay mag-e-endorso nitong impeachment complaint sa kabila po ng mga balita noong nakaraang linggo na may mga sinabi ang Malacanang at ilang political leaders na huwag daw pong ituloy. Linawin po natin, ang loyalty po ng mga kasama natin na mga civil society leaders ay sa taong bayan. Hindi po madidiktahan ang mga progresibong puwersa na gusto i-hold accountable si Vice President Sara Duterte. How hopeful are you, sir? Kasi naman yung majority pa rin. Sa araw na ito, we are here in the House of Representatives bravely supporting the petition of citizens kasi naniniwala tayo na ito ay responsibilidad ng ating pong institusyon. They have to give this complaint a fair chance and a fair day in court. Mahalaga po itong impeachment complaint na ito para simulan na yung totoo na step process towards holding the Vice President accountable. Simple lang naman po ang kailangan natin tandaan. Kung hindi ngayon, kailan pa? Ay, oras pa. Magkakampanya na rin, sir. Naniniwala po tayo kapag gusto, may paraan. At yung paraan po na yon ay paraan para panagutin ang mga nangaambuso sa kapangyarihan at ninanakawan ng taong bayan. Magsisimula na po kasi yung pag-activate ng process sa pag-file natin ngayon. No? And Congress will have to go through the process of referring it to the responsible committee, the Committee on Justice. As to the timeline, we leave it to the leadership of Congress. Pero kalakip nito yung reminder that we are duty-bound in this House of Representatives to give this complaint a fair day in court. Well, sir, isa lang muna. Sagam yung mga idol, sir. Numbers din pa. Ano yung numbers niya? May numero ba kayo, sir? Naniniwala tayo na matindi yung merits ng ating impeachment complaint at naniniwala din tayo dito sa mga kasama natin sa Kongreso pag nakita nila na malakas itong ating complaint, malakas itong kasong ito, they will support it. I leave it at that, man.